They have made modifications to the early academic warning system to now instructors can see that pattern of change over the course of the semester. So now that's built into the design of the early academic warning system so that instructors can see it and don't have to do that on their own. So that was a great collaboration. The system actually was improved based on some of the feedback that I was able to give to the developer. When thinking about planning a course or working with faculty members who collect data on their class, it's really critical for my own self as an instructor or the folks that we consult with to think about how do we use what's already existing, embed it into what we're already doing as instructors or as consultants, and making it a part of our natural process that there's a continual feedback loop. So at the beginning of the semester, when I was thinking about my class, I started with what do I want my students to be able to know at the end of my class, and then how am I going to collect evidence to be able to determine that, and how am I going to be able to give frequent feedback to students. I talked about my course as statistical literacy. I wanted them to be able to walk out of my class and read a newspaper or see an opinion poll and be able to interpret the data. And so I needed feedback about how well they could do that. And so there were the formal opportunities, but then also throughout the class, making sure that I talked to my students as an informal feedback mechanism so I could get feedback to answer my questions. So were they on track? How well were my groups working in the class? How well were the actual activities and assignments working to get at the feedback? And then what did I need to adjust as an instructor? Embedding all of those activities and assessment and data as a part of what I did in my class and making it not feel like an add-on to me, but to be a part of what I did, that the assessment, both formal and informal feedback, were a continual part of the instructional process. And so it wasn't, okay, I've taught for 6 weeks, now I have to do this formal exam and that's the only way I can get feedback. Doing smaller, shorter, more frequent assessments helped me to create this continually embedded feedback process as an instructor, of course.